Hello everyone, my name is Katie and this is the Cookbook Divas YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about Frugal Gluten-Free Cooking. This is by Melissa Erdelac. She also goes by Mama Gourmand. I'll make sure to post that's her blog name, so go check that out. I'll post it down below for you. But we have this is really cool because if you've just been diagnosed with celiac or have a gluten intolerance in any kind of way, it can be very overwhelming. And this cookbook definitely is helpful because if you've gone to the store, you'll see that almost every gluten-free anything alternative, it's always like $2 or $3 more than just the average thing. You know, like gluten-free flour comes in a smaller bag and you have to still pay like $6 for it. So it can be very frustrating. And some of us can't afford to eat like that. We can't afford to eat how we used to eat because it's more expensive. I like the idea of frugal gluten-free cooking. This is something I wish that I had when I was first diagnosed. So let's go check this out. There's 60 family favorites in here. It's not a very large cookbook, but I appreciate the big pictures throughout, and it's pretty simple. Like, she's not complicating any of these recipes. It's very, very approachable. So the table of contents, we have wallet-friendly weeknight comfort foods, thrifty Sunday suppers, soups and salads for a steal. We have frugal fuel to start your day. Then we have break bread, not the bank. And then lastly, veggies, grains, and sides. Oh my. So pretty much you're covering all of your bases here. So like I said, there's big, bold pictures throughout the whole cookbook, and this looks super good. In the very beginning, it's kind of a small introduction, but she talks about herself and her journey specifically, and kind of like I guess the woes of having to change your diet and how frustrating that can be, because like for me, I came from a family where we'd have big family meals, and I know it took my whole family years to really get that I'm gluten-free. Finally they know, and they keep that in mind, but it's really difficult sometimes. So this is kind of her little introduction and basically explaining it's easy, and this cookbook will help you reduce how much you spend and be able to still eat tasty foods that you remember and they're comforting. So let's check out a few of these recipes. We have roasted Italian sausage sheet pan dinner. Sorry. Look at how vibrant that is. Ooh, this is a cool thing. So it's sloppy joe stuffed sweet potatoes. This is a different variation on sloppy joes I've not seen before. This sounds really good. And cheaper too. We have potato chip chicken fingers. That's clever. I've been gluten-free for such a long time, and I've actually kind of steered away from fried chicken in general, and I miss it. This is brilliant, using chips as your breading, essentially. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to make that. Good thing winter is coming up, right? So we can just fatten ourselves up. So you have flatbread pizza, margarita. Wow, I love how colorful this is. This is just absolutely beautiful. We have a garlic lemon butter shrimp and pasta. And what she's done here is she says that she prefers this brand Barilla, and that's a fine brand for me too, and it's actually cheaper in the long run for pasta substitutes. There's a whole bunch of other ones that I prefer texture-wise, but Barilla's, it's a pretty good brand. I like that she gives you that suggestion, especially if you're new and you're trying to figure it out. So that if, for instance, you don't live somewhere where your grocery store provides gluten-free food, you can look it up online. You can get Barilla online, so that's really cool. So let's see what else we've got here. Tangy sweet pepper steak. Yum. I love that she has a whole bunch of different kinds of food, so a whole bunch of international foods are provided in here. She also has different tips throughout the book, and as you can see, most of these recipes have been really easy. They're only like a page. So she has here, you can splurge, and she gives you what kind of cuts of steak you might want to use. But as you can see, this doesn't require a whole lot of ingredients, not a lot of work, and it kind of keeps your wallet in check. I think that's brilliant. Soups and salads, I'm really looking forward to soup season. There's cheesy vegetable chowder. And again, it doesn't, I mean, this is really not a lot of things you have to do to get this amazing soup. There's poor man's beef stew. That's kind of hilarious in this book, but wow, this looks great. Awesome, super simple recipes. So I think if you're just somebody that doesn't want to put a lot into cooking, I understand. Like, that's me too. This would be a great cookbook. Plus, you're not sacrificing flavor and you're still saving a lot of money. Let's see if I can find any desserts. I didn't think I saw any, but ooh. So if you're gluten-free, this is something that you might miss. Country breakfast biscuits and sausage gravy. I don't know if you can see this, but this requires hardly anything for that. And this is like literally, you know, a tummy bomb if you're gluten-free. So finding a gluten-free alternative is really amazing. I'm going to take this and make this myself because I miss this so much. So again, let's see if I can find any desserts in here. I see like here's a blueberry oat muffin recipe that looks really good. Really flaky and hopefully not too crumbly. Let's see if I can find any more in here. Most of these recipes are savory. They're great for all, cinnamon rolls. So this seems like more of a breakfast section here, but again, cinnamon rolls are another thing that if you're gluten-free, I know I miss them. I'll make them occasionally, but I would love to see what her recipe looks like. So most of these are savory bites, but we do have and they're mostly are essentials. So there's a whole section of bread in here that was in the cinnamon roll section, but they kind of she covers a lot of the bases that, you know, if you grew up eating gluten, so a lot of bread, pasta, you know, even flour, tortillas, she kind of covers all those things so that you don't feel like you're missing out anymore, like you're sacrificing everything just because you're gluten-free. She goes back and finds recipes that are cheaper and able to do, all gluten-free. I think this is a really great cookbook. You guys should definitely check this out. It's Frugal Gluten-Free. This is by Melissa Erdelac, but she also goes by Mama Gourmand. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like on your way out. Make sure to also take time to review our video. We want to know how we're doing and what cookbooks you like, what ones you don't like. So make sure to take time to do that. If you want more cookbook content, come check us out on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. We also do a blog and we do a podcast. We try to do a cookbook weekly roundup every Friday. So come check us out there too. Happy cooking, everybody, and have a great rest of your week.